Dude, storytelling. You get guys like Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Carlin. I think right now the greatest storyteller, maybe the greatest storyteller ever, is Chappelle. The way he can,
prophetic.
The way he can jump over and jump back and weave in and out and dodge.
He's the greatest of all time, man.
He's got to be. And I'm old enough to remember Pryor.
Really?
I remember Murphy. It's hard for me to say there's a comedian better than Chappelle right now, ever.
I can't see it, man. He's from about 45 minutes south of me in Ohio, where I grew up. And my friends and I used to joke around, like, well, we just drove down there and just happened to run into him. Like, oh, that never happened. Then you go to Yellow Springs. He is just around town. He's just walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that somebody who went from being my favorite comedian of all time has become like an actual like friend and mentor. Like he's given me so much good advice, not just stand-up wise, like business wise and everything. He's trying to point me in the right direction. He's somebody I'll call if I have any questions or want any advice on like how to navigate a certain subject or how to navigate something in the public eye. Like, what should I mean, it's ultimately up to you, but like, when you want somebody's advice on like, should I stand on something? Do I give in? How long do you play the game? How much do you be yourself?
Right.
He's somebody who sacrificed everything for what was important to him.
Yes.
Came back and then still beat the game.
Yes.
So there's nobody's opinion I respect more. And that's what, man, there's nothing. I love when like another comedian will give me shit or like certain comedians won't like me or whatever. It's like Dave Chappelle loves to watch my set. Like I'll go do a set with him and he'll come back with notes after being like, I love this. I think maybe you should move this to the end, move this up here. And I'm like, man, you actually cared enough to watch? Wow. He's the nicest person I've ever met, man. And to get the approval of somebody you respect so much, like that's what matters, man. I think the thing that makes Chappelle so great is that what they tried to take away from him, he didn't value. See, they can only counsel you if you value something that they think you value it. Absolutely. They tried to take Hollywood. He didn't never value that. And so he's like, okay, I'll go away. I'll do my own thing. He'll list something, I'm going to be here. And it's sold out in a minute. Absolutely. He doesn't care, man. He took all the power. He realized the power is in what you stand for, and the power is in the love of your fans, man. And nobody can take that from him. And he can talk about anything. Right. The way he can spin any topic into a 20-minute rant that's just hilarious, can be off the cuff. And he makes so well informed. Oh my goodness. He's prophetic, man. I could listen. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I could just put his voice on for hours and just feel like I genuinely learned a new perspective. Well, his specials on Netflix, if you just like, oh my goodness. I watched Sticks and Stones 3 times in a row when it came out. And I was on the East Coast in North Carolina at the Charlotte Comedy Zone when it came out. So it came out at 3 a.m. East Coast time. I stayed up, I watched it 3 times in a row. It's my favorite special of all time. I wrote like 20 new minutes after that special. I was so inspired. Wow. It's incredible, man. He's the greatest of all time. I know you're close to Dave Chappelle. He said he's giving you great advice. He's seen some of your sets. He takes notes, tells you things that you can improve on, things that you're really great at. So, I mean, are you surprised that Dave Chappelle, who's at the apex, says, you know what? He thinks enough of Matt Rife to give him advice to help him even go to a higher level. It's something it's hard to fathom, man. Like I would consider him a genuine friend, and there's still that air of like every time I see him, I'm like, wow. Yeah. Like that's the best to ever do what I want to do. Yeah. But he's been so kind to my family and my friends. Every time he sees me and any of my crew, he knows all their names. He always says hello, asks how their families are doing. He's so invested in caring about other people, and it's something I never would have expected, obviously. But the amount of shows we've gotten to do together. I mean, the first arena I ever did was I got a chance to open for him at Madison Square Garden for his 50th birthday party. And I'd never performed in an arena at that point in my life. So he's given me so many opportunities. He gave me the opportunity to work out at his brand new club, the Firehouse in Yellow Springs. And he hosts that show, and then I headline it, and then he came back on stage with me afterwards. We riffed for like half an hour. Wow. One of the coolest moments of my entire life. He's the only person that has the footage. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day, but probably not. One of the coolest moments of my entire life. You said he once saved you $750K. How did you do that? You saw that? Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about the money I had made from Live Nation for a guarantee for a first part of a tour, and it was more money I had ever even heard of in my entire life. And he was asking if I had a good team and a good lawyer and everything, and he was like, "Is your lawyer is he 5% or is he hourly? And I was like, hey, he's 5%, like most lawyers. And he was like, nah, I got a guy here who will do it hourly, who does all my shit for me. So in doing so, saved me like close to $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, which that's not my long-term lawyer, unfortunately.
Right.
Most lawyers won't work for that.
Right.
Like, don't search out an hourly lawyer for everything that you do. Oftentimes you'll get what you pay for.
Right.
But if Dave Chappelle vouches for him, I'm gonna trust him. It's a lot of weird indiscrepancies in the budgeting of your team, right? It's like agents get 10%, your manager gets 10%, your lawyer gets 5%, your business manager gets 5%. So when you hear somebody makes like $1 million, you don't get $1 million.
No.
You get maybe probably 250, something like that.
By the
still
time
250.
Uncle Sam get his 50%, and then everybody cut.
It's not what you think.
No.
Which breaks your heart, man.
Yeah.
You see the check you get, and you're like, what? And they go, what?
Out of $1 million, that's all I got.
But you try not to be ungrateful, right? You're like, listen, it's still more than
I ever imagined.
It's more than I ever thought I'd make in my life that I'm making for a weekend, right? But it is weird having to break it up into so many different pieces.
You realize now, as you've gotten to this level here, everything that you say, they dissect it. So if you say something about this comedian, man, you heard what Matt Rife said. If you say something about this person, you heard what Matt Rife said. Do you find yourself have to be overly cautious, overly guarded about things you say, knowing that everything that you say is going to be dissected?
Oh, of course, man. You don't think my publicist was like, be careful on Shannon's podcast. Be careful what you say. Everything lives forever now. Yeah, I feel like people definitely look to misconstrue what you say now. And obviously anything negative spreads faster than anything positive.
Absolutely.
Right? But I mean, it helps that I don't have anything negative to say about anybody, really. Maybe a couple of people in my personal life, but it's like, but honestly, those people don't deserve the press that I would give them by talking about them. Right. But as far as like my peers and comedians and everything, I don't have anything negative to say about anybody. There's 8 billion people in the world. Yeah. If I have a few million fans and for some reason that pisses you off that I get to be successful and find my fan base, there's 7.5 billion other people you're allowed to go make fan of for yourself. I wish the best for everybody, man. I don't have a single bad thing to say about literally anybody.
But how did it make you feel? Because a lot of times, like I said, you the level of success that you've enjoyed, there are a lot of older comedians that have been at this a lot longer than you have that haven't been able to enjoy that level of success. And for whatever reason, that's not your fault that they haven't enjoyed the level of success that you have. But when they say like, bro, I mean, I'm a fan of yours. And had I been in the situation, I would never say anything negative about you. Yeah,
it definitely happens, but I'm not in their shoes. You know what I mean? I don't know the decisions that they made. I don't know the decisions that they didn't make to get where they're at right now. Okay. But I know a lot of them refuse to adapt. Like, talk about social media a lot. That's what changed my life.
You got to be able to do it now.
I grew up starting stand-up with those comedians, right? The ones they're living off of doing morning radio in the city they're performing of that night, right? Like social media is not an important thing to that generation when I started out. So for me, it's something for my generation. People 30 and under, social media is their whole life.
It is.
I should love it. I should embrace it. It's just not really what I grew up on. It's not what I really respect. It's not what I have a passion for. But a lot of these comedians just won't adapt. They won't do the clips. They won't do the social media marketing. They won't brand themselves on social media and try to really grasp the fan base. So again, I don't know the decisions they made or didn't make to get where they're at, but I understand it. I mean, I've been bitter. I've been jealous. I used to be a hater for sure. That's why I understand it now. There used to be comics that I would hate on for sure. And then when I got
like, I'm better than him. I don't know how he's so.
Oh, of course, it happens for everybody. It happens for literally everybody. If you say you've never been jealous of somebody, you're a liar, and that makes you very insecure for not admitting it. It happens. You can envy affects everybody at some point in their life. Right. But then when I got where I'm at now and started to see what comes with it, I had such an understanding. I went, wow, I know what it takes to get there, and I know what you deal with because you're in the spot you're in now. Gave me such a respect for it. Now I wish the best for everybody.
Right. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks now is giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. So don't miss a chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Football season was fantastic, but it's time to shift gears to basketball. Trade deadline was exciting. You know I'm rocking with LA and my guys LeBron and Luka. More points, more threes, more rebounds, more. New feature alert. Prize Picks now have early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.